Hey everyone, it's Marky with one of your selected delegators, Hashfield Technology. And today the community have spoken, our voices have been heard, the results are now here for the survey that's been conducted over the past several weeks with a lot of discussion happening in Discord and Telegram regarding this price vesting mechanism that was put in place prior to the release of the mainnet. Let's go ahead and jump in the article and see what's going to happen with the future of the locked tokens. All right. So jumping right into the article, over the last few weeks, we have listened intently to the Radix community about a proposed change to the EXRD locking mechanism. The second community survey has now been completed. The first community survey used verified InstaPass accounts to limit each person to one entity. In that survey, 66.8% of those who participated wanted all tokens to be unlocked immediately. In the second survey, we weighted the survey responses by the number of XRD either held or staked in wallets links to an InstaPass account. 72.34% of those participated in the second survey were in favor of unlocking all tokens immediately. Users holding 740.6 million XRD participated in the second survey, representing approximately 61.7% of the 1.2 billion XRD eligible to participate in a community survey. Given the positive results of both surveys, the very high level of staking, tremendous excitement following the Olympia launch and upcoming Alexandria release, the Radix core team agrees that now is the right time to proceed with unlocking all EXRDs. As such, we are moving forward with technical, legal, and logistical matters required. Stay tuned for future updates. So for all you new community members, we want to say welcome. Each week we've been growing at a pace of 10,000, right? And for you newcomers, if you are not aware what this article is about, so the team had put in a vesting price mechanism so that way to pretty much to protect the price, to protect the token from being volatile, pretty much, right? And every single time that the XRD found a new high, it had to maintain that average at least for a week before new tokens could be added into the circulation. So, and it seems that was it about a month or two ago? Yeah, about a month or so, the discussion came up if that vesting mechanism has served its purpose. And as you can see, the community agree that it serves its purpose, that all the tokens need to be released. And a couple of arguments for this is that there's a lot of traders, there's a lot of people who do want to invest in the XRD token, but they are uncertain due to the fact that there's about 4 million or so. I could be wrong on that number, but about 4 million or so 4 billion, excuse me, or so tokens that could enter the circulation and diluting their holdings and priced being dumped, et cetera, right? So because of that, the team went ahead and released the survey where everybody had a voice. You can participate, you can vote. And if you have already done a KYC verification, so that way nobody try to game the system, you can vote, right? You can vote, you can decide if you want the team to maintain the vesting, the price vesting, or go ahead and unlock this token and let the free market determine the actual value of XRD, right? And it seems like we've made our decision that we want to go ahead and unlock the tokens. And as of the 15th, September 15th, the tokens are going to be fully unlocked. If they stick to that date, we are expecting for the tokens to be fully unlocked come September 15th. And this has been huge because there's been a lot of conversation that's been held, obviously comparing results with Solana, with them doing the fully unlocked tokens and seeing how their ecosystem was able to grow and bring in a lot of even if you want to call them speculators, it brought in a lot of people using their tokens. Obviously with users will come developers, right? Because developers want to develop where there's users, pretty much where there's liquidity, because that's the biggest thing in this industry. Whatever platform has a liquidity, that's where developers want to build, right? Because developers want to build products that could be used, and in return, they can get, obviously they'll get paid, right? So everybody wins. You make money trading, they make money off of you using their product. So the argument was that with this price investing, it was actually preventing a lot of people from joining the ecosystem, from wanting to invest. So the price was pretty much at a stable at about 15 cents. Right now, we're currently down to 11 cents, but the price was stable. So you have a bunch of people sitting on the sidelines waiting to invest, but they are scared that they might get dumped on whenever the tokens reach a new high. Right. So, and with us here at Hashfield Technology, we were actually on the fence. After having a few conversations with some of the community members, we got persuaded. We actually started on the fence of keeping investing, right? And our reasons was the integrity, right? This is something that was put in place. Let's maintain it, right? And everything will be hashed out. But after going through the conversations, reading through, we was on the fence, and then we switch over to, what, let the market decide the value. Not only that, we are new to the game. Obviously, there's other projects who are ahead of us, but I think the reason why we wanted the unlocked tokens was the fact that without the users, you don't really have a platform, right? We can have all the technology, we can have all the chops, we can be better, faster, more scalable, composable, atomic composability, infinite scalability. But without the users, does that really matter? It doesn't. So with that said, and when our argument was it's not really users, these are speculators. But when it comes to crypto, your users are speculators, right? It's almost like it's pretty much the if you look at the chart, right, the adoption chart. Let me actually pull this up real quick. Where's my give me a second here. Okay, here's the chart, technology adoption chart that I wanted to show you while I go over this, right? Okay, so this is the chart of technology adoption, right? And the reason why this kind of ties into this with one of the reasons why we switch over is because without the early adapters and the innovators, we can never move to the mainstream, right? We can never actually get adopted. And right now, no matter how big a crypto project is, we are still right here. We are still at the early adopter stage, right? Ethereum, they are still here, right? The early majority have not even entered cryptocurrency. Even with Bitcoin, we are still here. So as a platform, and a base layer platform at that, we kind of need, not even kind of, we actually need these visionaries, right? Because in crypto, compared to traditional, where the innovators are the developers who adopt certain technology and start building, and then users come over. But in crypto, it's in conjunction together, right? It's a parallel, right? So simultaneously, these are the same folks, right? You have more so the early adapters, right? The people who actually speculate more so. I will say to the extent they start the process a lot sooner than the builders, because obviously you have the initial builder who built a platform, but you won't see developers actually building on this platform until they see there's a liquidity to tap into, right? So by us welcoming in these speculators, by unlocking the tokens, now that would result in developers giving a second look, right? That'll start people who are looking for a new platform to build on. Rather case if Ethereum is too slow or the other competitors, they're not working out, they are looking, where can I go and build that has liquidity, right? Where can I tap into? So we need the speculators, right? They're the one they're going to raise the price. They're the ones that are going to start trading. They are the liquidity. So by unlocking the tokens, we are able to tap into that liquidity. So that's why the unlocking the token was so necessary, because now we have the liquidity plus we have the tech. There's no reason for developers not to want to build on a technology that has liquidity and it has superior tech than everything else that's on the market. And that was our reasoning for switching over to fully unlock. So, and I think that's the biggest reason, that should be the only reason, right, for most people, because that's the only logical reason. But anyways, as you know, September 15th is the next thing that we're waiting for. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. I know I said that over, but that's just what's going to happen. So, and actually, so right now, let's see. What's going on? Where is, let me share my screen again. Damn, there we go. All right, so there was actually something I was trying to show. So right now, to show how much we fit, okay, what is going on? Let me switch this real quick. Okay, share my screen again. Sorry, guys. All right, just to show that we have been growing right now, the amount of EXRD token holders, right? There's over 9,400 plus wallet holder. That's good. And I'm expecting this number to increase significantly with this unlocking that's coming September 15th. We're going to see the price might spike, it might dip a little bit, but at the end of the day, the market's going to determine just how much crypto value innovation, right? Just how much crypto value a project that actually solve problems, right? Value DeFi, because this is a protocol that's going to bring DeFi to the main stage. It's the only protocol that can handle DeFi, right, to where it needs to be. And the founder constantly talks about it, right? So let me bring this up real quick. And this is a new mantra, right? Layer 1 DeFi done right, right? 10x developer productivity, 100x more DeFi security, 1,000x more scalable than our competitors. And now we are getting ready to also have that liquidity. So these three plus liquidity, it's going to bring Radix right to the surface, right? It's going to be that protocol that developers will be thinking about. And obviously, and also when it comes to adoption, the team have done an amazing job. I don't know any other project. Maybe there's a project out there, but I don't know any other project out there that actually have involved developers, have involved companies who are building the future of DeFi to come in and ask them why, what they need, and how it can be done, right? For them to better build their application stack, right? To better build DeFi protocol without getting hacked, right? Spending more time on building than security, right? To reduce the risk for them, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so the CEO, he's been Radier, he's been hosting the DeFi download, right? And with the DeFi download, you have all the pretty much the top hitters in the DeFi industry. He's had interviews with them talking about DeFi, right? Talking about how DeFi can be pushed to the mainstream, how DeFi can become adopted, and what platform could properly handle this. So we are talking about a base layer protocol that is built specifically to serve people who are building DeFi, right? And trying to make their job easy, right? Trying to pretty much handle all the nuances for them that other projects can't. Where other projects have failed, Radix have listened to developers and they've built a protocol that works, right? They've built a solution pretty much. I know I was rambling, I was going around, but pretty much Radix have built the solutions to the problems that DeFi developers have been facing, and are going to continue facing if they are building on the other platforms, right? Because no matter how fast their TPS is, if they're still using the EVM, right, they're limited, right? If they're still using Solidity, they're limited, right? In the state of Cardano, if they're using Haskell, they're limited, right? But anyways, we don't want to harp on other projects too long, but just want to mention that. And then see here, what there was another thing. So oh yeah, so we got the September 2nd, we also, where's the article? Let me go back to the blog. So every single month we do get a report, right? And I know Adam did a video. He's already talked about it. If you haven't seen it, go and listen to it. Short and sweet. It's lovely. But let's just, touch on it a little bit. As you can see, as I mentioned earlier in the video, Twitter has been growing about 10,000 strong every single week. Let's keep this momentum, especially with the token unlocked. Let's keep the momentum. Let's keep bringing more people in. And for those of you who are on the sidelines, come in, join. This is a great project. Start building. Tell your friends, not just to trade, but to build. If you know developers, come in. It's a great community. Learn about the tech. Learn what the future DeFi it's headed. Right. What else? So Twitter 70,000 plus right now. Obviously, we've been covered a lot in the media. Right. What else been going on the development side? So on the development side, all right. Okay, so we have the next release that's coming towards the end of this year. And on that release, I believe that is where the testing of the engine, where you can start building building basic smart contracts in the Radix engine, right? And what else been happening? Obviously, I guess, okay. So crypto as well will also be, the testing of crypto will also be released. Let's see. Okay, obviously DeFi has been doing good. As we mentioned, Twitter's growing. The Turkish community is growing as well. We got Indonesia community that's growing. Oh, wow. Okay, I actually know we had an Indonesian community. Chinese and Japanese community is growing. Obviously the partnership with Crypto Burb, it's working. I love the videos that they're constantly putting out. It's amazing. Every single month, make sure you tune in. But before I, start rambling on about things that doesn't really matter, let me go ahead and stop. Again, it's Marky with Hashfield Technology. I just wanted to do a video, kind of update you guys with what's going on, and stay tuned every single day. Stay tuned with Radix on Twitter, join the Discord, join the Telegram, constantly post. The only way we can get more eyes on this project is by constantly talking about it, constantly retweet, love, respond to content creators, respond to traders, and just talk about Radix, right? Let's just spam it all over Twitter, obviously with the right message, right? But yeah, let me go ahead and end this video. Everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy the night wherever you are, and let's see what happened come the 15th. All right, bye-bye.